All right, y'all, what's going on? I thought I was picking a place that had a little bit better lighting, but this will have to do. So while I was doing my positive statements today, I came upon something that I think would be a good subject. As if so, this channel, my channel, is a lot about the positive statements. Just making like the habit and the routine of positive statements and its application in your life. And I just got done with my nighttime ritual, and I came upon a subject that's actually really interesting that I know I've thought of before. But basically, it's on the topic of the fact that when you're doing these positive statements, or at least when I'm doing them, guys, I notice a big difference. Obviously, when I'm able to focus in a little bit more upon the statements that I'm making. So obviously, the point of all this is repetition. It's to ingrain these statements and these beliefs into the mind so that they become subconscious. They become just a habit of thought, because everyone is just a conglomerate of beliefs and belief systems. And I noticed that my willpower, when I bring my willpower into the mix and really fully concentrate on the words that I'm trying to say, or the words that I am literally saying and that are coming out of my mind, when I focus on it wholeheartedly with my ears, as in the part that I'm listening, with my enunciation, the tone that I give it, the tone that I give the words, and the effort that I put into constructing images or pictures in my mind of the words themselves and what I'm depicting and describing. It goes so much further when I do that. And here's the thing. It's not always easy. And if you're someone that does this too, and that this is part of your ritual as well, and you see the benefits, then you would also probably agree that our focus, or that your focus most definitely improves when you are obviously clear-minded. And clear-mindedness, clear-headedness for me comes when I consume less in the form of entertainment. One big thing I tell people, that like my associates and friends, I'm like, and they like getting into this conversation with me. I'm like, hey, so a lot of people on a lot of self-help gurus, or whatever they might be, people that give advice on improving your life, they tell you, like, okay, well, you need to add this to your life to improve your life. And they talk about things like exercise. They talk about things like your health and obviously just having a workout and having a good exercise routine and eating right, eating lots of veggies and vegetables, or veggies and vegetables. I'm talking about fruits and vegetables, just having a good diet, right? So, because all that stuff is a good habit. Everyone agrees that it's a good habit. And also things like cleaning your room and keeping yourself groomed and having good hygiene. All of these things are good, right? All of these things are good habits, but no one talks about all of the things that we do that point the other way. So if we have good habits that are helping to mold our reality around us, to project us a little bit further and easier toward our desired end, then the next best question would be, what can I remove from my life that is actually working in the opposite direction? What am I doing in my life that is causing me to go one step forward and two steps back? Because I have noticed, at least in my own life, that when I have removed things in my life that were detrimental, that were a part of that were, if I were to picture myself in a reality that was less than desirable, the habits that I was doing every day were definitely a part of. When I was getting rid of those habits, then my life improved even more than when I was adding good habits into my life. Why? Because the good habits carried more weight with them or I guess you could call it less weight. It was easier. I felt lighter, and I believed in myself more. I believed in myself more when I was doing the good things without any of the bad shit. So, and excuse my language, it's like, because at the end of the day, all this practice is to change your mindset. It's to change your state of mind. It's to change the subconscious and automatic habitual thought patterns that we have in our day-to-day lives, when we're talking to people, when we're driving a car, when we're doing stressful situations. I've noticed also it's in situations that are the highest and most stressful that I revert, or I and I know others have the most tendency to act from the subconscious mind. So act unconsciously from habits that have been placed in our minds, not by ourselves, but by other people, our culture, and what have you. So case in point, let's say that oh, fuck it. Forget what I was about to say, but I was about to give up like a personal example of it, but I don't think I need to. Okay, actually no, that's perfect. Okay, so you guys notice how nervous and awkward I got about that, because the example I was going to use was, guys, I'm 25 years old. I have not slept around a lot. Supposedly, according to what most people my age have, you would say that I'm not a very promiscuous guy. And when I'm confronted about it or asked about my body count, I tend to get shy about it. And I understand that that's an automatic reflex that that my little mind, the little mind that I'm not in control of, that I don't even want to say that, because thoughts become things, right? It's as if the part of me that gets nervous around questions like that gets nervous because I have been taught somewhere along my adolescence that men should sleep with as many women as they can, and that you are an alpha male if you have slept with lots of women. And so that it's almost like that kicks in, that emotion of insecurity will kick in at times when I'm around those kinds of situations or interactions, because I suppose I have not conditioned myself out of them. And here's the thing, I see my progress. So like, I'm a lot better about it now than I was in the past. Back then I would probably lie about, I would be disingenuous about my body count. I would pretend like I had slept with lots of women and like it was no big deal and da da da. But that's not me. And I've noticed that my confidence is better now that I'm just upfront about it. I'm not a virgin by any means, but I'm also not going to lie to someone to make myself look like someone I'm not. So that's one example right there. So going back to the point is that when we eliminate the thoughts, the ideas that are disingenuous to our heart, to the soul of who we are and what we're trying to achieve, when we eliminate those things but keep on doing the things that we know are good for us and good for the people around us and good for our lives in general, then those things that are good tend to have a lot more effect on our lives. So it's like, it seriously is like a spiral of achievement. It's like you gain this momentum because you don't have the weight of drinking. You don't have the weight of these vices that are honestly, you don't have the weight of these negative habits that really do affect the way that we think. And the way that we think affects the way that affects our actions every day in every way. So, yeah. I guess try that, guys. So I guess for 1 week, right? I know all the time I'm always seeing, try this habit, try doing this for a week and see how your life improves. No, well, yeah, that's great, but think about what you're doing in your everyday life, or anything that you're doing habitually, just even on your own, whether like maybe you're somebody, and I don't mean to knock anybody, but like this is for me something personal that I'm trying to achieve, is not to ever drink again, and not to ever smoke smoke weed again, and really not to smoke anything again. Because every now and then I will smoke a little bit of nicotine from a, like a coworker or something. But seriously, try that. Try telling yourself, okay, maybe I won't start my workout program today, but I will definitely spend less time on the couch today. And I will try this for a week and see how I improve. And you will improve. And it'll be great. And you'll just be on a roll. And you'll want to keep doing it and adding more things that are good and taking more things that are bad. More things that are not on the path. Let's just say that. Everyone has a path. Everyone knows when they're doing things that are leading them away from the path and things that are leading them down the correct path. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today, guys. I hope that made sense. I tend to go on tangents, but I'm trying to get better at it. And anyways, y'all stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good night.